Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'm going to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's the priest Mahaloya coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. This is the Spirit. I was just kind of going into this. I was having a conversation, man, and I was going into this kind of, well, I didn't mention the scripture, but we was going into how, you women, man, you got to get, you got to get right. When shit hit the fan, you got to have a covering, okay? And not just really going into the women aspect of it, but us as a people, man, we have to be in a right mindset, man, because the Lord is really about to bring hella judgment on this place. I mean, the signs are evident. And if you can't see the signs, man, you got to pray and fast and ask the Most High to open your eyes up, okay? See, a lot of Jake, man, they like to remain blind to the facts because they don't want to deal with the reality of it. But what happens when reality hits you in the face? You have to deal with it. And that's the mindset of our people, man. They don't want to deal with the shit until it hits the fan. And I get it. Like if you get that, like if you got into an accident or something, you wasn't fully covered, you're going to have to deal with the downside of that, but eventually that storm is going to come, and you're going to be faced with it. You can pray and hope all day that we're lying, that this is not so, but our people, if anybody, we should want to get the hell up out of this place and look forward to greater good, because we can reassure you through the Lord's promises that he's promised us good to those that love him, man. Okay, and I don't know how hard it is for people to understand it. And I understand the Most High, he imparts it to certain individuals' understanding, because everything is through the Spirit. It's ultimately up to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ and Jehovah or God. That's their name in Hebrew. The actual Tom, the Lashon Kodash in the Bible. Okay, the Bible was written in Hebrew before it was translated into the English, the Latin, and the Greek. Okay, but you have to ask the Most High for understanding, because we're coming into some dark times, and this is the Spirit. I was just going into this, and I just clicked on the YouTube because I kind of got off work and I had to make some runs, so I haven't had the time to really do a show. But when I got on the YouTube, it was already on this, man, okay? And this is basically women being tied up, catching hell, because a lot of men, they're very offended at a lot of things that a lot of you women has done, okay? So those of you Israelites out there that have an ear to hear, now is the time to seek the Lord, and we understand that a lot of our people are not going to get it until, it gets real bad. Some Israelites have to see miracles, all in all. And then the Most High just have a lot of people, allotted of people, not a lot, but allotted, meaning appointed to just not make it. And that's going to be the reality for a lot of brothers and sisters, man, their families, even their children in the aspect. Like I have a daughter. Honestly, I don't even know if my kid going to make it. The Lord can work out anything, but that's something I'm willing to deal with. My mother, I don't see her making it. I don't see my grandmother. I don't see none of them really making it, is what I'm saying, So with that being said, that judgment is going to hit close to home to people that we was acclimated with, and Jake, we just got to, you got to understand that the prophecies, man, the prophecies are what they are. We didn't make it up. Okay. We wrote it, but it was through inspiration of the Holy Spirit, and that's what this thing is all about, man. So we can't allow ourselves to get sidetracked by being in a complacent state of mind, because look at this, man. I know these are just pictures and depictions and so forth like that of movie clips and memes or whatever you want to call it. But this is going to be a reality here, man. And it's proved time and time again. History has always proven that when societies hit the fan, women and children are always the primary extermination squad of men, okay? Because this society has shitted and pissed on men, man. Another thing too, kids, whatever. I mean, and I'll say it this way. The Most High is in control of everything. It's not wise to bring children in the world. It's really not to be trying to plan pregnancies and stuff like that. I mean, we're not really in that time. But, if you have a kid, then you just have one. I mean, certain things you just can't control. It's through the Spirit. Like if I'm Dylan and all of a sudden I get a chick pregnant or whatever, get your woman pregnant, and then she gets pregnant. Then okay, then that was what the Lord did. That's just what it is, and you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You're not against her getting pregnant, so to speak, but it ain't something that you are planning in the long run to want to put a seed in a woman at this time, because we're in dark times, man. But like I said, if it happens, then it happens. Then, I mean, ain't nothing you can do about it. Then you build from there, you know. But ultimately, we ought to be armed in a mindset of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because, you know, hey, brothers, that judgment is coming, man. Okay, and I don't know what it's gonna take for Jake to get it. What I do know, judgment, but you know, we gotta understand this thing. So I just got a couple precepts here. This is the book of Mark 13, and I'm gonna start at verses 15. Salakia, my allergies. It says, "And let him that is on the housetop not go down into the house, neither enter therein to take anything out of his house. And let him that is in the field not turn back again and take up his garment. But woe to them that are with child, and give to them that give suck in those days." Okay, and this is actually talking about when we were taken over by the Romans. But remember, the scripture is manifold too, so this is gonna happen again. So a lot of, you know, Keisha's out here, a lot of these women that's running around being reckless, they're just getting pregnant by any man. That's not a wise thing to do. Even you women that's in the truth, or so-called in the truth, or, you know, that you're dealing with brothers, you know, this is not the time to be planning particular marriages and all that other shit, man. If you got you a man of the Most High, just deal with it, man, and let that shit ride out. Don't be all in your emotions and on your feelings about something that's getting ready to expire. The fact that you have a man of the Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the Most High and the Son, that's gold right there, man. Spend your time with the man, be, you know, and be content, and then, you know, get the hell out of here. You can have as many babies as you want in the kingdom, but I know when I speak of the kingdom, it's like, it's so far-fetched. Our people, they so used to being degraded and beat down and broken in this kingdom that when you mention the kingdom of heaven, they don't even believe it, bro. And that's how you know we have to get the hell out of here, because Jake have no hope. The only hope is what's in front of them, and that's no hope. There's no hope in America. People, they talk, and it was an article, they said 40% of the American workforces are about to quit their jobs. 40%. That means 60% is going to have to run a labor force, which they're going to be doing more of the work now, because 60%. If 40% leave, then the other 60 got to pick up the 40%. So everybody's going to be pretty much stressed out, pushed back to the wall, irritated, and then they're going to quit. And then there goes your economy. People are leaving out of California, trying to go to Mexico because the price of inflation is getting up there. Inflation, everything is getting expensive, even here in Missouri. You know, don't let gas prices and so forth like that fool you people. Gas is going down, sure, but the Saudis are not buying U.S. dollars. They're not dealing with the U.S. no more. Do you understand that when the oil reserves run out, which they said to do here in about 8 weeks, but we'll see how that goes. Do you know that gas is going to shoot up? That shit going to be like $10, $20 a gallon one day. Because once Saudi Arabia duped that petrol dollar, that's it. No more driving vehicles. No more, you know, everybody want to do the electric car. Can't nobody afford no $80,000 electric car. They said that the average American citizen don't even have 5 cents to their savings account, man, for a rainy day. That means I'm doing good, because I at least got a couple of bucks in the motherfucker. But the average person ain't got no money in a savings account. That's a scary thing. So right now we need to be focused on the kingdom. You women out there that have men of the Lord that had access to them, you just need to be concerned with being under that man and making it, man. Have faith in that. All the kids and the marriages and all that good shit will come. It will come. You just don't want to trust it here, okay? Because that's a tainted ordeal here. The scriptures say, learn not the way of the heathen, make not a covenant with these heathens. We're not supposed to go down in this man's courthouse and get married under his law. Because honestly, when a man deals with a woman and he's having sex with her and they dealing, that's his wife. They're just that simple. You're going to do the same thing as if you were married on paper anyway. You just don't have the legal attachments to get put in the bind, because now those marriages are biting women in the ass too. You know, they're paying alimony. Mary J. Blige paying $30-something thousand a month for child. It's crazy, a ridiculous amount. You know, wicked as all hell, you know. But hey, that's just the serpent turning on you Eves, man. So it just take heed, man. You know, we're gonna get the kingdom. We're gonna get great. We just got to be patient, and I understand it. You know, I want the fuck up out of here too. You know, we want up out of here. We ready to have marriages and I love a kid, man. I just don't want to have the burden of raising them in this hell-bent society, especially when they're literally having transformers, if you know what I mean, put fucking Ernie and Burt dicks in their face, man. They spent $200,000 of taxpayers' money to elect trans G's in preschools or daycares twerk in front of their kids, man. That is not a society you want to raise a kid in, especially when you're in the faith. And if you're a man like me, you'll probably you'll probably be fucking Beanie Siegel in state property, man. Straight up, because I'm not going for the shit. You know, especially if I got control over it, it's not going down like that. And on top of that, they don't want you to homeschool either. They're trying to stop that. So it's definitely not wise to be looking for a family structure, let's say legitimately in this man's society. Though that's nothing wrong with that, okay? That's nothing wrong being in that mindset. But overall, it's a time and place for that. And right now, we're in a time that we trying to get delivered so we can get to those things. But Jake don't have faith in that, man. And it says, but woe to them that are with child and them that give suck in those days, and pray that your fight be not in the winter. So the word suck, let's go to that word. Because the one translation going to nursing babies, okay? But it goes into thalazio, which means from thile, from the nipple, to give breast, give suck, to suckle, okay? Because we're going to be in a famine. Women ain't going to be producing breast milk when they don't have the nutrients and so forth to produce it. Especially now, it's a formula shortage. So, you know, you got to put things in proper perspective, man. You know, this shouldn't be a discouraging for, you know, you women out there that's trying to do the right thing, or, you know, you want certain things. That shouldn't be discouraging. This should be actually be encouraging. But, you know, that's if you don't want the forwarding of this kingdom. I hate this place, man. I wanted to be the hell up out of here yesterday, you know. Another precept here. This is the book of Isaiah 32. And I'm going to start at verses 9, like the Elder Malcolm posted in that post. If you ain't right, you ain't going to have no covering. The primary thing is you want covering. Okay, like the scripture says, she should be saved in childbearing. Okay, because a lot of women are going to be saved just for the purpose of having kids. Okay, and then you are going to have pregnant women that's going to get delivered. Yeah, you know, but that's just going to be just what it is. The Most High have that set up. But I don't think that, you know, brothers were intentionally just, okay, I'm going to put my seed and get her pregnant. No, it's through the spirit. And how it happens is going to happen. You know, if you brothers dealing with women, you know, and she end up getting pregnant, then so be it. You know, I say the same for myself. You know, okay, and that just through the spirit, then, you know, hey, salvation, and that's what it is. You know, and it can happen that way. I'm not saying it won't, but to be in a Americanized mindset when judgment is happening, all this earth is going to shit, man. Look at them riots in Sri Lanka, bro. Man, it's riots all over the place. It's unreal. You know, the Bible was speaking. Wake the hell up, Jake. All right, but it says a man should be a hiding place from the wind, which the wind is the destruction, and a covert from the tempest, as a rivers of water in a dry place, and as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Okay, and that's the whole point. Okay, just like when you see that thirst fountain of you out of breath. I remember when I was little, man, I used to be on a basketball court, and we had a community building that we used to have one water fountain in. And when I literally now feel like I'm getting ready to drop dead, do you know how good it felt when I drank that fresh gasp of water? It felt forever and a day to get there, but I finally made it there, hoping the door would be unlocked, and I'll be on that water fountain for like 5 to 10 minutes, man. Getting all that water out of there, man, because that's how thirsty I are. And that's how the men of the Lord are going to be until you women in that day. You're going to see us. You're going to see miracles. Then your minds are going to, those of you who's allotted for salvation, your minds are going to open, and you're going to say, okay, these are what these are the men of the Lord. This is who I want to follow. And shit, if we get that spiritual power, shit, I mean, yeah, you get a baby put in you that day. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, because you're going to have women that's going to gravitate towards you. I mean, yeah, you popping them, you know, they will get pregnant, you know, but you've already been solidified in the spirit. You know, you already been solidified in the spirit to make that happen. You know, the Lord's already, you know, counted your name in heaven. You raise somebody from the dead, and, you know, you shooting fire, you flying. I mean, shit, at that point, ain't nothing nobody can do with you. So, you know, hey, you made this, put a baby in her shit. I mean, the scriptures say she will be saved in childbearing. So it is, it is twofold. Okay, we get it. But we're just talking about being in the proper mindset, okay, and not looking forward to those things predominantly. But if they happen, they happen. In a sense, the eyes of them that shall see should not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken, right? Because their eyes are going to be open. They're going to be in the right mindset. They're like, oh shit, this man just did a miracle. Who's them guys flying around in Kansas City? Up, I know who those are. Who's the men flying around in Chicago? Up, I know who those people are. And that's going to be the case, Lord's will. Because if not us, then who? Definitely not them beat-offs, man, that's coming against everybody. Hell no. Them guys ain't going to get no power, man. They're going to get the power to be put down, but they not going to get no power. Them guys that's coming against the truth, they ain't getting no power, man. You niggas ain't raising the dead or, shooting lasers or flying. A lot of you dudes, man, when you go left, you stop believing in spiritual power. And watch the doctrine change, too. Everything is going to change up from this point. It's always typical, man. We'll see. But it says, and also the heart of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer should be ready to speak plainly. Okay, and you go into stammerers, it goes into mocking. Okay, and it says, and a vile person should be no more called liberal, nor the troll person to be bountiful. I'm going to go down to verses 9, but it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, and give ear into my speech. This is the reason why we're bringing out this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, and a lot of people, they don't deal with this because it doesn't instantly gratify them. They don't see it. Oh, you guys are just talking. Yeah, but research what we're saying. Look at the videos. Look at the news clips. Look at the economy. Esau telling you his shit is done. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe us, at least take it from the so-called white man. I mean, shit, if he's telling you the truth, then you better believe it because this nigga's a liar. But it says, in many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering should not come. So, women, y'all got to get it together, man. And the men too. We all got to get it together. Cause check this out, bro. Look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not shit, Salakia, but look at this. Look at this, man. And I'm gonna end it after this. Hold on, man. These are signs, brothers. These are signs, man. Look at this. Wow. Oh, man. Some say, oh, my damn. Y'all brothers and sisters are not seeing that, man. We wasn't seeing this stuff like this back in the 80s and the 90s. I mean, they were always there. But we didn't make wind of this back in the day. These are actual signs, brothers. These are things we supposed to be taking heed to, man. This should excite brothers, man. Okay? And this should, man, look. Look at the ship, bro. That's a chariot right there. All I can do is say less. Say less. Say less, man. I'm gonna end at that on that note. All praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the whole collective. With that, Shalom and a ball.